If you do not give the rights back to God or share your gratitude to God, you will harm yourself.
And recognizing that God is within us.
When you say God is within us, meaning God is not physically, no, God is not.
Within everything.
Meaning God knowing what we do, God is completely aware what we are doing, how we think, everything He knows it. But God is not physically present here.
God is not a physical thing.
It's not. I mean, God. What we say in Islam, there is nothing like God. So if you see anything within this universe, nothing is God. So that's why if you look at any other religion apart from Islam, you'll find people are worshipping the creation. Islam is the only religion which worship the Creator. And Allah said, "Laisa kamislihi shay." There is nothing like unto God. Meaning, if you assume something, "Laisa kamislihi shay." Laisa kamislihi shay. In chapter 42, verse 11, Allah said that there is nothing like unto God, or nothing comparable to God, or nothing can be equatable to God. Meaning, anything in this universe you see, these are creation. So we can label as creation. But when it comes to Allah, Allah defined Himself in Islam. So Allah didn't say, "Oh, I don't want to tell you who am I." No. In fact, opposite. Allah tells us Allah is the God. Allah tells us He doesn't have a son.
Ice cream's in my bag.
Okay, for you to read. So chapter 112, it talks about
How many chapters are there in the
114 chapters.
Wowee.
And this is translation, by the way. But you can listen to the Arabic recitation of the Quran. So if you go to YouTube, type Quran recitation and see how you feel it.
It's a feeling. It's like when I did my yoga training, I listened to the Sanskrit, and you can't translate it. You can feel it, but you can't quite translate it.
But then again, with the Quran, that's something else. Not only the recitation will hit you on your heart, also the meaning itself. Even if you open the translation, when you read the verse, you will surely know this is my Maker who is talking to me. That is the connection that people are missing from the Quran. And Allah said, "This is my book. وَإِنَّهُ لَتَنْزِيلُ رَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ." This is a revelation from the Master of the universe.
It's a beautiful album.
Right?
It's very interesting. Thank you so much.
Read about it. Look, a lot of people coming to Islam. And look, we can have our personal feeling about how world run, right? But that not necessarily true. So there is an objective truth in this life. And we believe if you put Islam and if you apply your rational criteria and look at the Quran itself, look at why we should follow Prophet Muhammad as a last and final messenger, we have so many compelling evidences for us to believe. So why should we reject something is objectively truth and something can be taken as a guidance for our life? At the moment, look, the world is in chaos. Why? The only thing is missing is guidance. Everyone needs guidance. And the society is going through a crisis of guidance. Look at young people. Look at the number of families are broken families. The single parents.
My mum's a single parent, and she is my biggest, most amazing role model. And it wasn't a circumstance that she could help. She was in a very difficult situation, in a very hurtful situation. It was the best thing for all of us. And I have my beliefs, and I want to be completely open and honest with you. I'm going to come open with this with an open heart. But for me, as I see it right now, it's not going to change my views, but it will help me understand others better and understand people's truths. And I think that is so important and so fundamental. So thank you for this.
One thing you have said very profound, and I really liked it. You said you will look it openly. Do you know one of the condition of one Allah, that if someone is sincere, Allah said, وَمَا اللَّهُ يُرِيدُ ظُلْمًا لِلْعِبَادِ. Allah does not do injustice to any soul.
Exactly.
And the best things is to guidance. If you say really you want it, I would say Allah knows best. But if someone goes sincerely, I believe he will be guided to Islam.
And I respect that.
And have a read.
Yeah,
Let the Quran. Let the Quran.
I know my beliefs, but open heart,
Yeah.
and it helps me at the very least understand others better.
Yeah.
And and I'm looking forward to.
I'm gonna take 2 seconds, and I'm gonna say one thing. Let the Quran speak to yourself rather than you speak to the Quran.
That's a really nice way to look at
Right.
all things as well.
Because there is a term called eisegesis, meanings you read to the scripture, and there is another term called exegesis, which is means the scripture will read to yourself.
It's very interesting.
I want you to read openly through the exegesis, means what Quran is saying to me, rather than I have any biased mindset you have.
No bias.
Of course.
And at the very least, then it will help me understand.
So
others in love. And
let's
thank
hope
you.
Quran speak to yourself, inshallah, meaning God willing. I hope may Allah guide you to the Islam,
I really appreciate the beautiful sentiments.
and I hope
I can see how
I
much
didn't offend you by anything
Not at
saying
all.
it.
No, no
Yeah.
offenses. When you've got a truth and
Yeah.
something that you're so passionate about, it should be received with love and with grace.
Yes.
And thank you for the book. I really appreciate it.
And I really appreciate your time, and
It's a pleasure.
let's not destroy your ice cream.
Oh gosh, yeah, no, I forgot about that.
Enjoy your ice cream.
I've got 2 packs.
Anyway,
I thought I'd
enjoy
treat myself.
the ice cream. Have a lovely evening.
Have a lovely winter season.
And-
I'm
and-
not sure what's the correct way.
No,
to
you
say
you
it.
absolutely precisely say it. We say happy holidays.
It's the holidays.
Happy holidays soon. And look, the message is serious, and that's why we always ask people to look into it, because there cannot be multiple truths.
Oh, I disagree. I think there's many truths with the same thread.
No, what I would say, if the source tell us there is only one truth, that there cannot be multiple truths. Look, imagine if I didn't have a God, or if we didn't have a God, we would say, okay, let's do our best understanding of how should we live our life. But the case is not there, because we already have a maker. Then maker has to tell us how he made us, and he telling us how he made us and how we think. Then should we not
disagree with that on a level. I don't completely disagree, but I disagree on just a small level. But here with an open heart, I look forward to reading.
You know
Thank
where
so
you
much.
said disagree? It is actually, this is called a free will. So God will give you some free will to test you, so that the whole point of the free will and exercising and evaluating other models is the free will, the gift of free will. Because the test is there, because if there is no free will, there is no test. Imagine if you
It's
always...
like in all life, there's always challenges. What
Exactly,
Are we learning
so-
from this? What can we learn? Not why is this
So
happening?
Allah said,
Why is this happening?
that's why Allah said, Inna hadaynahu sabila wa imma shakiran wa imma kafura. Allah showed you both way. You wanted to choose which way you want to go. And then you have a destination. You have one side is suffering and one side is pleasure. So Allah is checking whether you are arrogant, or are you as someone who want to submit your heart to Him. The one who is humble and submissive, Allah will guide him. The one who is arrogant, because in the creation story, we find Satan, the devil, he was the arrogant one. And his end was bad, because not only he diverted away from God, he was asking God, oh God, allow me to divert others. It shows that he has the arrogant in mind. And on the hindsight, we find Adam, when he made the mistake out of forgetfulness, what did he do? He didn't become arrogant. What did he say? He said, oh my Lord, forgive me. And God said forgiveness. And then if we have the trait of Adam, to ask God, go back to God for forgiveness, then Allah saying, this is the path of success. Don't be arrogant like Satan, the devil. This is beautiful teaching in the Quran. Beautiful.
It rings truth in many religions, and goes back to me feeling like there is a lot of truths in all of religions, and they should all be listened to and respected.
Yeah.
And I
mean,
really appreciate this.
Yeah.
I would love to stay in chat, but
Yeah.
I really do have to get going.
Yeah.
And I
But look at the concept of God in Islam, which will be completely make distinction between not everyone is true. This is the line to draw. Now imagine if you say,
I believe it's a truth for people's own truth.
like for
but
example,
it's
we
that.
believe in Christianity, there are so many teaching are from God. But does it mean everything from God? No, because the religion has been corrupted. That's why God sent another final messenger to ensure that we receive the correct guidance. God would not leave you in some truth and some false together. No. That's not God way. God way to present you a clear indication. First you will clarify who God is. What is your intention? What is your destination? What is your purpose? Everything has been outlined in a way that you can comprehend that is from God. And then you can apply some objective test to know whether is this indeed from God. And then when you apply those objective criteria and tests, you will know where it is coming from. And then it's all remaining is to submit it.
Interesting.
Look after yourself, my sister. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a lovely evening. Thank you. You look after yourself. May Allah guide her to Islam. That's all I say. Please make dua, and also please make dua for brothers and sisters in Palestine and all over the world. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum.